Hello, hello. It is Krystalracquel, and I am back again on this wonderful Thursday morning. It is about 6:32, 6:33. So I'm back again with you guessed it, another perfume review. So this is the third video that I'm doing. This is related to perfume and scents that I think are really good. There's two scents that I'm going to be reviewing, and I didn't really think about what they smell like. These to me are date fragrances. So yeah, I actually did think about it beforehand. So there's two. One is from Prada and one is from Jessica Simpson. So Jessica Simpson is super affordable. When I was deciding on fragrances, I was just kind of like, okay, like, I wanted to do scents that I like. Maybe a scent that I haven't worn in a long time, which is really great because it allowed me to, remember some things about it and discover some new things as well. Okay, so the first one I'm going to review is going to be, where's the front? Okay. It's Jessica Simpson Fancy. You can see I have about a quarter of the bottle is left. It's really beautiful. That's one thing I can say about it. So I've had some, I guess you can say I have mixed feelings about it, or my feelings about it have changed. So it's really elegant. It's a really elegant bottle. It's not showing up so much. It looks more gold on camera, I think, but it's pretty much rose gold. The top is even rose gold. You can probably see it around the edge here. More of that rose gold. Everything is rose gold, but you can see the rose gold definitely on camera on the bottle. And the contents are like an ambery color. I don't know, I find it so beautiful. And when I was looking at the fragrance yesterday, and I think sometime earlier in the day, maybe sometime earlier in the week, I might, like last week, or I looked at it too, I think. I hadn't looked in this bottle in so long. As you can see, it's not perfect. It's like rubbed off. It's no longer how it used to be. I've had this bottle, well, I received it as a gift. I've had this perfume bottle. I think it's 3.4 ounces. I'll have to look that one up, but I've had this, I don't want to say 10 years. I received this as a gift years ago. It was part of the set, I believe. Right now it's 2023. I might have perceived it as a birthday gift. And it was probably in 2017. No. Before then. Probably 2013. Wow. Because I'm like trying to remember like where I was when I received it and like what place I was in. Yeah, it was probably 2013, 2012. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2011. Well, I did not think I had it for 10 years. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get to this video. So strange story, I'm sorry, but there's another fragrance by Jessica Simpson that I absolutely love, and that fragrance is called Fancy Love. I love that fragrance, and I think it finished. So I asked for that gift, and this is probably where my mixed feelings or feelings that have changed come in. I was like, yeah, this is the fragrance I love. I really like this one. And I guess I'll just say it was somebody that I knew at the time. It was a guy. And he got me Fancy instead, which is this one. So that may have been why I ended up not liking this scent, because I was like, it is not the same as Fancy Love. I'll do a review on Fancy Love in the future. And in my head I was like, this is not Fancy Love. Like I was just hoping it would smell like Fancy Love. And I was just like, okay, like I smelled it and I just remember like not liking it. It just smelled, back then I just thought it smelled like a little, it didn't smell like Fancy Love pretty much. I'm not even gonna say what it smelled like. I just thought it smelled kind of like, like it's like not as good as Fancy Love at the time. But so let me do the review on that one first. So this one, I love the bottle looking at it on camera. It's like a nice sweet, that's what it smells like. When you look at the bottle, it's like, oh, that probably smells sweet. Okay, so I ended up, it's the morning, but yesterday when I first put it on, I put some on today as well. Yesterday when I first put it on, I had it on for a long time, and then by the end of the day, I didn't end up doing the video, but it really lasted. I was shocked because it's Jessica Simpson. Jessica Simpson is nice. Like she's very fashionable in terms of like what she creates. She has really nice shoes. So it makes sense that I would expect it to smell good. I mean to last. But you know, like celebrity fragrances, you usually think, okay, like when you think of like Britney Spears Curious, you're like, okay, like these are department store, these are not department store, these are celebrity fragrances, okay, like this is, you're not expecting it to last as much as like another fragrance. And I don't know if this is an eau de parfum. I'll double check on my computer that I have sitting in front of me, because you know eau de parfums, those last longer than say an eau de toilette. And parfums, they don't really sell them at like department stores or like Sephora and stuff like that. Those are going to be the ones that are more costly because they're even more concentrated. So eau de parfum you'll find, and then eau de toilette, especially for men's fragrance. But the parfums, you might have to go like to the designer, the actual designer, like Chanel sells parfums on their website. Those are going to be more pricey. But eau de parfums, those are normal, and then the eau de toilettes are like that mid-range, lower end. So I have to double check and see what this one is. But okay, so I smelled this and I was like, okay, like recently, yesterday. I was like, okay, I think maybe it lasts so long because I've had it for so long. I'm not even gonna say, oh, the fragrance has changed. No, I think it maybe just smells a little bit richer in terms of like it smells warmer, so maybe that's why it lasts. But just in terms of the scent, it's it's like smells creamy. Yeah, like you're going on an evening date, like fresh. No, like it's super warm, so you're not getting like the normal fresh, crisp scent, but it is creamy, and I'm not gonna say peaches and cream, but it's like a fruit, a slight, like ever so slight. Like the main thing I'm getting is warmth, a slight creamy vanilla. I already know it has vanilla in it because I've had this fragrance for a long time. But sweet, sugary, creamy, elegant. What you think of is like you're going on a nice date. It's warm, elegant. You can wear it to a nighttime event. I wouldn't wear it as an everyday fragrance for work just because it smells really good, but it might be a scent that it smells really good. It just strikes me as something that's more for the evening time. You can wear it to work, but you know people are gonna smell on you, and it might agitate someone's allergies. Not saying it smells bad or anything, but it's a stronger, warm scent. So somebody who doesn't like strong smells, and you know nowadays they always ask people not to wear strong stuff in the workplace. It's not like super strong to where it's like strong, musky, like that, like a strong perfume. It's like, oh my gosh, too much fragrance, but it's a stronger scent. But I was so happy at how long it lasted. Like I put it on maybe, I think 10 or I don't know if it was 10 a.m. or 12 a.m. 12 or 12 p.m. 12 a.m. 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. But it lasted very long, and I remember like smelling my arm around the 5th hour, and I was like, okay, it's still there. Okay. And then it lasted all day. I smelled it all the way through. I mean, when you shower, it comes off, obviously, but this fragrance, you wouldn't even need to reapply it. So that's why I was saying, like, even for an event, if you have an all-day event, wedding guest, you can wear this to a wedding as well. Um, a bridesmaid could wear it. You're gonna smell clean, but not like that clean, fresh scent. You're just gonna smell like, ooh, like nice. She's sweet. She smells sweet, not candy. And like, surprising, like I said, this is a little bit elegant, so maybe that's where the name comes from. I don't know if this one came first or Fancy Love, but you smell nice. You're gonna smell, it's a feminine fragrance, sweetness, sugary. It reminds me of like sugar that you're burning, like sugar, like warm vanilla sugar, slightly. Like the sugar is like dark brown sugar. And I'm pretty sure this has caramel in it. It does. So yeah, that's what I'm smelling. That sugary. And then there's just a slight fruitiness on it to me. I don't know if it might have floral in it. I don't know, but the floral, it's more like that vanilla. And if you hate vanilla, it's not like, oh my gosh, it's so vanilla. It's like a creamy, sugary, not overbearingly sweet at all. That's kind of why I wanted to smell it alongside the Prada scent, because they both have that sweetness, but they're completely different. They're distinct. This would be a great scent to wear on a date because it doesn't smell cheap. Surprisingly, go Jessica Simpson. I really like Jessica Simpson, by the way. Like not like I listen to her music or anything, or and I follow her even, but I just remember like back in the day, like when she was really popular on the scene, like I just remember liking her personality. She seemed like a nice person. So I'm happy for her that this fragrance smells really good. And it's just so nice. Like, to think I've had a fragrance this long, and it's like maybe it's not. Maybe it's more than a fourth. Yeah, it's not quite a third though. It's not quite a third. Maybe. I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's more than a quarter, but less than a third. I just think that I really just love the bottle. It's elegant, but then also smells elegant. Not top elegant, but it's like nice, like a mid-range elegant scent. And it just smells really good. Yeah. So when you first spray it, it smells a little bit, when you first smell it, that's what it is. Now I see why I probably didn't like it back then when I was like early 20s, probably 21, 22, 23. Because when you first spray, it's like, it's a little bit bitter. It smells a little bit bitter. And but when that thing dries down, when you first spray it, like within the first maybe the first 2 minutes, and when you first spray, you'll smell it in the air. It's like, I'm gonna spray just so I can describe it, but because I have it already on my arm. When you first spray, it's bitter and it smells fruity when you first smell it. But what I don't like about it is like there's something like, obviously Jessica Simpson, so I don't expect her to have like the finest ingredients or anything like that. But you know, I think she comes from humble beginnings. I'm sure she's probably rich, but she's a celebrity as well. You know, she's not fragrance. I'm sure is not her forte. You know. Yeah. After a minute, it starts to die down, that scent. But when you first spray, there's like that fruit. So yeah, I love it. I want to say it's one of my favorite scents. I'm surprised I'm even saying I like it after retrying it. I actually really, really like this scent. It will be a great date night scent. Even a scent when you want to go shopping. Maybe you're going shopping with your man, girl. This is I know I said evening. This is nice when you're going out with your girls, even if it's like for brunch. It's so feminine. So this reminds me of an elegant lady, a fun lady. any age range would do well with that. All right, so I'm looking this one up because I did not pull that up on my phone already. Okay, so this is Fancy Jessica Simpson. Whenever I type in this computer, it reminds me of, I don't know if you remember that lady, like, they showed her on a camera and she was just typing, and then they would put all these cute little memes with it. She was like, and then she was like, the way this computer types reminds me of that. Okay, so, oh, this also comes in a mist. That's what I saw when I was looking it up yesterday. It's like a, you know, those long middle, you know, like those pink sugar size bottles, like they're like this wide. It's like a cylinder shape. That would probably be a good one. Maybe that'll make it a little less warm, more daytime scent if you were to buy it. Like that one, I think it's like less than $10. It's funny because I think those mists back in the day were like $5. Not from Jessica Simpson, but just in general. But it's just so funny how, you know, things increase based on cost of living and, you know, the cost of ingredients. Okay. And it's so funny because I thought the Fancy Love bottle looked better, but back in the day, like, 'cause I love that scent so much. This one is so, like, this bottle's so beautiful. I would say this one's even more beautiful because you can actually see the contents and see what's inside or what's left in the bottle. But yeah, I hope Jessica Simpson, like, gets back into the fragrance thing because she'll do well with that. Okay, so I'm just trying to find some information. It's showing that Fancy has 2 different sizes. The 3.4 ounce, which I'm pretty sure is this, and then they said that there's this eau de parfum. So there's a vial. So okay. So yeah, there's no size. It's just a 3.4 ounce. Just trying to get some information about the scents. I'm sorry, taking some time. Okay, let me go to a different website quickly. That was fragrance website. I'm not gonna advertise them. I think I probably had the gift set with that one too, but like that came with the lotion and the shower gel. Let me see. Just Fancy Jessica Simpson description. Okay. I'm on fragrantica.com now. Okay, so it's an amber vanilla fragrance, that warmth for sure, for women. Fancy was launched in 2008. The nose behind this fragrance is Alexis Dadier. Top notes are apricot, pear, and red berries. Middle notes are caramel, almond, gardenia, and jasmine. So there are some floral notes in there. Base notes are vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. Okay, I'm curious if I get some almond in here. It's probably just a mix. That's probably, honestly, where I got the creaminess. It probably wasn't just the vanilla and caramel. But it's interesting to know that there's floral because, yeah, like, it's definitely there, but not something that you really, really smell, unless you probably have a trained nose in these things. But that is just so awesome. I love this scent so much. Let me move on to the next one so we have time. Okay. So yeah, I would recommend that one date night for sure. And it's not costly at all. Just trying to see if I can find the price. There's like showing, there's on that website that I mentioned, the Fragrantica, it's showing a lot of different websites, options, Amazon. The price range that I'm seeing is anywhere from $24.50 to $34.99. So on average, you'll spend just $30. Imagine that for a 3.4 ounce eau de parfum. But yeah, it lasted so wonderfully. You'll get over 8 hours out of that. That's why I say events, weddings. If you want to wear this to a wedding and you don't want to have to reapply, yes. Speaking of sizes, I know it actually had the spray. Like, you know, there's rollerballs and like the little sprays for your purse. It has that too, because I remember having one. I don't know if that was Fancy Love or not, but I think I got the set. It had the perfume, the shower gel, and the lotion, and it might have also had that vial. But I may be thinking of Fancy Love too, but I might have had both gift sets. But yeah. Yes, I did, because I remember throwing them away when they finished. And I think it came with the vial too, the purse spray. All right, moving on. So next scent I want to do, which is on this arm, is Prada Candy. That is my number one scent. One of the scents that I always grab. I remember wearing it all the time. I would wear it to, I just remember my mom. My mom, she would always smell it on me. Like I would have, let's say I had clothes from like a long time ago, in like a bag that, you know, I was gonna give away. And like my mom, she's big on like, she always helped me when I want to get rid of something. And I would like sometimes give it to her in like a bag of stuff. And she would be like, "Oh my gosh, your perfume smells so good." She did that recently, but even in the past, she would always tell me, "Oh my gosh, your perfume always smells so good. What perfume is that?" Or she wouldn't even really ask what perfume it was, I don't think. But she would always say, "Oh, it smells so good. What is that?" The first time I got this scent, it was from her because I really wanted it. I loved it so much, and she purchased it for me in this size. So the sizing is 2.7 ounces, the biggest. So that's surprising to me because I'm always like, this looks way bigger than 2.7 ounces. Like, how is this 3.4? And I mean, not in terms of the height, but like just looking at like everything, like I'm like, is this, I don't know, but that's the scent size. And I always have this on it. I don't know if you're supposed to keep it on or not, but I kept it on it because I don't want it to ever spray and come off. And it's also a nice bottle. There was it used to come with like used to come in a box with a white blonde lady on it, but they've since changed that. I don't know. They wanted to change their advertising and marketing for the product. But that's how I remember. That's how my mom remembers it. She'll be like, recently, like a month or maybe a couple months back, like the end of last year, she was like, "Yeah, remember there's one you have with the lady on it?" And I was like, "Yeah, like there was." And then I remember looking it up, and I was like, I thought it was this one. I was like, let me look at like old packages. I was like, yes, this is definitely one that had a lady on it. It says, let me see. Okay, on the black thing on the top, it says, "Remove before use, repository, reposition when carrying." Okay, so you do keep this on it. I don't know if you can see it on there. I'll start from up. You probably can't, but you can see that there's something there. Okay, this one smells. My favorite scent. It is okay, maybe I'm going a little far saying it's my favorite scent. It's my most used scent, and probably it was my number one for a long time. Not saying it no longer is. I didn't have this scent. It finished, and I never got a new one. It was my most popular scent. Just me, like I was like, oh, things are pricey. I ended up focusing on another scent after that. I'll talk about that. I need to review that one as well. That scent is Victor Rolf Flower Bomb. This one. This is elegant. It lasts on you. If you have like an allergy, I just remember wearing it. So I think he's worn to work so many times. I used to wear it like every single day, I think, or okay, I might be exaggerating. I used to wear it a lot, and then it finished. And I didn't have it for a long time, and my fiance, he got it for me before he proposed to me. Actually, he got, maybe I think it was early in that month, or I think he got it for me last, like before he got proposed to me. So I think August of 2022. And I haven't been wearing it a lot since then. I wear it sometimes. I like alternate between that and another scent or a few other scents. And it just smells so wonderful. It's elegant. Date night for sure, because it smells, you're going to smell rich. You're going to smell luxurious. It's like a refined scent. There's some powderiness to it. It's sweet, similar like how candy is sweet. Not candy, how this is candy. Prada Candy, Jessica Simpson, Fancy. Okay. this one's elegant. It's like radiant. You're gonna smell radiant. I wouldn't really suggest you wear that one to, I'm not gonna say you can't wear it as a wedding guest, because you certainly could. I know if I was going to a wedding and I was in it, I would want to wear something where I felt glamorous and elegant, but people will probably ask you what scent you're wearing if that's what you were going for. It's strong, so not strong like musky or anything like that, but if you walk into a room, you're probably going to, people are going to smell you if you're around them. Like, it's not just going to be close to your skin. It lasted on my skin as well. It lasted, I think, I don't want to say Jessica Simpson lasted longer. Keep in mind, Jessica Simpson has been brewing in that bottle for years and years and years, and I do believe that over time the scent is strengthening, and it's going to last longer. So I'm sorry if you buy Jessica Simpson in 2023 and then you realize, wait a minute, that thing finished. You may have to let that perfume stew for a year or two. But this one lasted as long, or I'm not gonna say longer, because I remember this one smelling so strong. This is so strong too. My mom, yeah, it stays on your clothes. I know that for a fact, just because I've had it for so long, and it just smells so good. If you have a perfume allergy, like, I don't recommend, well, I don't recommend you wearing this in every day to work, just because it may bother people, not because it's musky or smells bad. If somebody doesn't like perfume, they're gonna probably be annoyed too. It's strong, it's elegant. Any age for sure would like this scent. I could see women in their 70s, 80s liking this scent. It smells mature, but then it also smells youthful and like an elegant. I picture like a woman, any older woman wearing it, but then also any woman in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s loving it. It's like a woman. And then for the younger woman, it could be somebody in college, going out, going on date night. Wouldn't recommend this for someone who's like 15 or anything like that, but somebody who's in college would like it. Like, they would wear it for special occasions. They're gonna smell expensive. That's gonna be like that the younger girl who wants to smell luxurious, wants to smell fancy, wants to smell elegant, clean, feminine, and rich. So I see it as a more mature, younger person too. So I wouldn't picture like someone who is not immature, but someone who is regular, basic, in their 20s, early 20s and 19. It will be more a girl who like cares about her appearance. She's fun. She likes nice things, finer things in life. That's the scent for her. If you're somebody who's like into a lot of sports, and you like to wear your hair up in a ponytail, you don't really like to flat iron it or do like curls in it, or you don't like makeup, you're probably not gonna like this scent too much. It's just in terms of the energy, the vibe that it's giving off for that age group, like that 17 to 24-year-old. It's gonna be a girl who kind of likes to primp herself in that age range. But beyond like mid-20s all the way up to 99, 120 years old, it's just a woman. It's like a woman. It smells like a woman. I know that they say that there's a fragrance, Mon Guerlain, that is considered like the wife scent. Like, this scent is woman. Like, it's a woman scent. I think I started wearing it like in my 20s too, right? So you can wear. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody if you feel like, well, no, if I like to play sports and I'm 18 years old, I want to wear it. Yes, girl, you wear it. You're good. Wear what you want to wear. I'm just telling you like the vibe that I get from it. I want to give you more like the notes. It's like everything is like, in harmony. Like, everything just works. It's a stronger scent. When I sprayed both of these yesterday, I don't know which one it was, but one like made me sneeze at first, just when you first sprayed it, but I might have had like all the mist. The mist might have got into my nose and nostrils. It's just like elegant. It's like beautiful. Like you just are gonna feel beautiful. People are gonna smell it on you. If you walk into a room, it's probably gonna emanate throughout the room. It will persist when you leave. Probably like there'll probably be a little trail behind you when you walk by someone. They're gonna smell on you. They're gonna be like, it'll waft behind you. But it's really beautiful. It's like almost like precious. Like the other one I can see guests potentially wearing, bridesmaid wearing. It's on that level. And then this one for the dinner scent, dinner, business meeting. I used to wear it to work every day. I don't think it's the best work scent, but I wear it all the time because it's like a pricey scent. It's like when I'm smelling it now, I feel like, oh, I want to guard this scent. I want to protect it. And I just think, after I ran out, I was just like, oh, do I want to put money right now towards a perfume? And I ended up buying other perfumes, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that one next. I'm gonna get that one next, and I just never got around to it. So I was so happy my baby got it for me. I don't have my ring on today. But it's just like you want to guard it. It smells expensive. It smells woman. It smells like a woman who's beautiful, who's kind, who's strong, who is powerful, and who likes to smell good, and who has maybe she comes from a perfumery in her family, and her great grandmother passed down a special mix of how to add all the ingredients together and how to procure everything that you need for the fragrance. And yeah, it smells like it took some effort. So you just want to guard your secrets. You want to guard the scent because of the it's not so expensive or anything. It's like a normal price for a Prada scent or like a designer scent. But yeah, let me go ahead and read. So for this one, I know the candy, I don't know, because I don't really describe why, but I won't know if it smells like candy. It's like powdery candy. It's that sweetness. I get vanilla vibes from that one as well. It smells fancy, and I would say there's floral in here, but you're not gonna smell like a floral scent. It's a warm scent. Warm, powdery, light, but strong. It's light and strong at the same time, so it's very hard, but I would highly recommend that scent. It is one of my favorite scents. I would say it's in my top 3. I don't know what the other 2 are, but this used to be my favorite fragrance. I'm not saying it's not anymore, but I have some other fragrances I want to compare and try. Okay, so it is, let's see, warm and spicy. What's the spice? Okay, yeah, I get that, but it's a warm scent for sure. Warm and sweet gourmands. I have to kind of learn to identify what those are because I see gourmands a lot. Key notes, white musk. Okay, so I don't get like muskiness, but maybe because it's white musk. Benzoin, caramel accord. That caramel, that's the sweetness too. I'm sorry, I don't want to take time to actually dive in and identify things like I did on this one for the fancy, but okay, that makes sense. Like a refined, oh my gosh, I'm happy that I compared these two because this is caramel accord, so I'm guessing that accord is like more refined. So I would recommend them both for a date. So now I see what I like for dates, something that smells like caramel. It says rethink reality with Prada candy eau de parfum. Parfum. A joyful olfactory balance merging caramel accord with warm benzoin resin inside a cloud of white musk. A cloud. That is a great description. That reminds me of like what I smelled. That was light and like airy, like that powderiness. A jolt to the system. This perfume triggers bugs of spontaneity in the software of life. Interesting description. To open up exhilarating spaces of reimagined reality. Okay. Interesting the way they described it. They could have did better. I'm on the Sephora website. About the fragrance, conceived by master perfumer Daniela Andrier under the creative direction of Miuccia Prada. This fragrance defines expectations as a joy-filled invitation to embrace creativity. That's beautiful. It is a creative scent. But yeah, I would recommend it. When I was saying woman, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I was thinking like I can see a bride wearing that. That is a scent I love. I would, if I wasn't so into trying something new and something that would be kind of more unfamiliar to me, I would probably wear that one. I hadn't even considered it because I just knew like the vibe of what I thought I wanted to smell like, and I also like the idea of having a nice bottle, and not that wherever it is, not that it's not doesn't not that it's not a nice bottle, but it isn't what I think of when I think of, oh my gosh, actually no, I can see this was next to some shoes, and no, it's nice. It's an elegant bottle. It's pretty. It can stand on its own. Yeah, I like the pink. I love pink. I think pink might be my favorite color. I think it is. But they're beautiful. I highly recommend them. If you have any questions, let me know. So they are both perfect date night fragrances. They're caramel. Okay, that makes complete sense. Wow, that was a nice pairing. So date night. And let's just really quickly look at the sizes. So I mentioned the 2.7 ounce and for the Prada, and yeah, that was a great set. This is the story behind that one. I really wanted it. Like I was getting into fragrances, and I really liked that one. And my mom got it for me for my birthday, and I was so happy. And it's been my favorite fragrance ever since. Right now, the 1 ounce is not on the website, or not in stock, I should say. That's like it's like the same bottle, but it's just super short. So this is 2.7. So I guess you can see almost 3 times. So the other bottle, how this one's this size. The other bottle, this cap stops like right here. And they have 1.7 ounce, which is the 50 milliliter. And they also have the 0.34 ounce, that's the spray. Yeah, this is a great scent. I love it. Highly recommend them both. And just in terms of how you would wear it for a wedding, you can do this one as a guest, bridesmaid. This one, bride should be wearing it. I'm not recommending for anyone else, but I know if I was wearing it if I was going out and going on a special occasion, I will wear either one. I would definitely wear this because I love smelling good. But just in terms of like, you know, if you want to be respectful of the bride and the bridal party, wear something more like this. But they're both excellent date night fragrances. I love them both. I love the way this dries down. So if you first spray this and are like, oh, you don't like it, give it 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then definitely wait. You will see by like that second hour, you're like, oh my gosh, even the first hour, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised that I did not like that fragrance before. Maybe when I talk about the Fancy Love, I'll feel differently, or I'll remember why I was like, oh, this is not Fancy Love, but it doesn't have to be Fancy Love. It's a different fragrance. So I really appreciate this scent now. And then this one, I've always loved this scent. I'll say it's my favorite. Great wedding fragrance. When I do my bridal scent, hopefully I'll remember to just put this as a mention. Okay, well, thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Please like, subscribe, comment, send me any questions surrounding perfume, life, advice, questions. If you want me to try a scent, if you have a question, you want me to talk about dating, advice, family dynamics, please send an email to the email that's listed in the description below. Thank you so much. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.